My name is Aakrit. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Haptik. Haptik is one of the world's largest conversational AI companies. We've been doing this for more than 5 years, way before the term chatbots and AI became popular. We're fortunate that over the last couple of years there has been a lot of traction in the market in general, which has helped us reach a scale of about processing 130 million messages a month. And we count some large consumer brands such as Samsung, Future Group, IIFL, Club Mahindra as our clients. We're all based in Mumbai. We're a 100% company, and we've raised about $14 million in capital total, with Times Internet being one of our largest investors. Sort of thesis behind this was that as messaging platforms open up more and more, and by messaging platforms we refer to like a WhatsApp or a Facebook Messenger or an Alexa or a Google Home, as they open up their platforms for businesses to create solutions on top of them, there'll be great amount of adoption. Whereas that still holds true, and these platforms are giving more tools for businesses to build a lot of things on top of them. What's also happened is that chat or messaging has become a very natural way for the 21st century millennial to get things done. Right? People now prefer using chat as the first go-to point. So now, as a result, that opens up, there's an interesting dynamic where people prefer chat. There's these platforms. You have your own websites. You have your own apps. So how can you actually, make something out of it? And that's where this whole idea of, look, can you take a large amount of data, train it to make it intelligent, make it automated, and the idea of sort of chatbots sort of came around. So. We're still only scratching the surface. It's still early days. The way I think about it is that, it's still year 2000 in the internet era, right? Which is, internet is only 5 years old. Chatbots are maybe only a few years old, right? So you still have the next 10, 15 years of mass disruption awaiting us. Interesting, where there have been a few things people have done, or other few things that have happened that have given a lot of clarity to what's going to happen, right? So one is, people are very clear that, okay, listen, chatbots are like, let's say, the internet, which means that if you have the internet available to you, you're not going to say that I'm going to build the internet. You're going to say that, listen, what is the right type of application, right type of use case, right type of user experience that a chatbot can accomplish. So for us and others also, what we've been all trying to identify is, okay, listen, which areas in chatbots work really well. Sure, customer support or contact center automation is one of the hottest areas people talk about, but there's also other interesting areas like customer feedback, or providing like an end user digital assistant, or even doing things like internal enterprise use cases like IT help desk and human resources. So I think what's going to happen is there's going to be sort of 2-3 phases, right? So just like how other things have evolved, I think in the next 5 years, people are going to experiment even more. Does this work for a chatbot? Does that work for a chatbot? And by the next 5-7 years, we'll have a fair amount of understanding that, okay, look, these are the things that a chatbot can do really, really well. Then you'll further double down on them. And then you'll obviously add the component of being able to do the same thing on voice as well as in all available languages. And that's where you will really see large scale come through. So the way to think about it is that chatbots, right, are basically a sub-component of what the broader paradigm of AI is called, right? So imagine like, there's AI is essentially you put any data into a system, you run an algorithm on top, and the machine should then understand what that data means and be able to respond back to you, right? So a chat bot does not go without AI. What's happened is the reason the explosion for bots specifically over the last few years has been that there is now a large amount of data that is actually available both in the public market as well as with brands and enterprises, which can then be sort of uploaded into artificial intelligence algorithms, which can then result in actual automation of sort of chat happening. So so that's why we call it conversational AI, right? Which is there is conversational interfaces powered by artificial intelligence. There are two spectrums. One is that anything that is super easy and for which a website or an app is too complicated, bots should do. So what does that mean, right? I'll give you a very basic example. One example is setting a reminder. Now to set a reminder, if you use an app or a website, it's actually a little too cumbersome. You open, click, set date, set time, put this, put that. That's like an 8-step process the number of times you do something, right? Versus just speaking to Alexa saying that, hey, set a reminder for me for tomorrow 7 p.m. to be at work. That's a lot faster. So there's one end of spectrum which is really, really mundane, simple things for which apps and websites are too cumbersome. And then there's the other extreme end, which is that within let's say the larger enterprise, and when it comes to user to business communication, right, a lot of things are broken today. People still call for the most part. People still, if you ask 100 people out there on the street, what do you think of your engagement with your bank, for example, they'll all say, oh, it's really bad, right? So there's a large opportunity over there for different areas in the entire customer life cycle for bots to come in and play a very important role. So I think largely these are one of the areas where we'll do well. And then, I think the space is so new that everybody will discover more themes along the way. Yes and no. I think there's like for example, we are also trying to build like a survey-based product for bots. So there are people trying to do some survey-based products. The question really is that how do you get it out to people? Which is that you can get it out to people, through basic SMS and a basic sort of web link, and that could work. But then there, the adoption will be similar to what it is right now. So I think it's too early to tell how much something like a market research scales. I think going back to the earlier question as well, combination of service, feedback, lead generation, internal use cases like human resources, IT help desk, those are really the ones that will become popular sooner than later.